in maximising his vote, especially among older white men. That's the pattern that's emerged. Our correspondent Ali Makboul has spent the day getting reaction from some Trump supporters in Staten Island, New York.
Donald Trump talked of the forgotten men and women of America making their voices heard this election, especially for those in industries that have suffered tough economic times. That's certainly how many say they felt as the astonishing results poured in.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And my friends are calling me from all over the country. And this morning I finally woke up to, 15 text messages from all over the country. Everybody was so excited. And with good cause.
Everyone at this small construction firm said they felt angry about issues only Donald Trump could resolve, particularly immigration.
I think that you should take care of your own people before you allow other people to come, and we weren't doing that. I think there should be something in place that checks people better before we allow them into our country because of the terrorism, and I want my children and grandchildren protected.
Well, as we've crossed this country in recent weeks, we've heard from many, particularly from the white working classes, who said they were going to vote this time round when they had never bothered before. So energized were they by the message of Donald Trump. Trump, of course, has got no political experience, but that's precisely why his supporters here say they expect him to achieve big things.
I like to see the political change that he's promising. The political machine that's in Washington I've never been happy with, and I think we have something to look forward to.
Vast numbers of minority voters, huge swathes of the college-educated, and millions of women, all groups that favoured Hillary Clinton, will be upset, but there are pockets of this nation that are feeling a sense of unexpected joy over an election result like no other. Ali Makboul, BBC News, on Staten Island.
Well, time for a final word with our North America editor, John Sopel, who's in New York this evening. And John, we know there's a meeting here tomorrow. President-elect Trump will be here at the White House to meet President Obama. What kind of transition is this likely to be, do you think?
Well, we've heard from the president a short time ago that he wants it to be the smoothest transition possible. He wants to cooperate in every way possible so that the wheels of government will carry on moving. Donald Trump has also been getting CIA briefings on the top secret matters that are affecting American security for the months that have been leading up to this election. So presumably he's pretty up to speed on all of those things. But if you look at the difference between what Donald Trump wants to do and what Barack Obama has been trying to do, it is immense. And so what you're going to have almost, I think, in this meeting is a sense of the past and the future. Donald Trump, he wants to deal with immigration reform. He wants to stop trade deals, as we were hearing from Kamal. He wants to build that wall with Mexico. He wants to put up trade barriers. He's got a huge agenda, which is effectively undoing the legacy of Barack Obama, and in particular Barack Obama's signature policy on healthcare and increased insurance for people. And so what you get a sense of is that when Barack Obama meets him tomorrow, it will be not just Hillary Clinton who will have suffered a crushing defeat last night, it will be the Barack Obama legacy as well.
John, once again, many thanks. John Sopel there for us with the latest word in New York, our North America editor. And that is all from Washington for now. We're going to join Rita for the rest of the news in London.
Hugh, thank you. We have one other major story for you. Police have confirmed that at least 7 people have been killed after a tram derailed in Croydon in South London early this morning. 51 passengers have been taken to hospital, 8 with serious injuries. The driver of the tram has been arrested. Our correspondent Robert Hall is at the scene for us now. Robert.
Rita, the commuters who boarded that busy tram to Wimbledon this morning could never have anticipated the trauma and the tragedy that lay ahead. Tonight, this network is empty and silent after what's believed to be the first tram fatalities in nearly 50 years. It was a rush-hour journey on a line that carries millions every year. But tonight, the 2-car tram lies on its side close to Croydon's Sandiland station as investigators try to establish how this tragedy unfolded. The first calls came in just after 6 this morning. A local resident filmed these pictures from their home as dozens of fire crews and paramedics arrived on the scene.